Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're not thinking, what's she doing back here so soon? Two videos within 24 hours is practically unheard of for me. But thank you to everyone who responded to my previous video yesterday asking or saying, yes, I would like to have a horoscope column. So because this is the first horoscope edition, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background on what I am going to attempt to present to you each week. So for over 5 years now, I have been writing a particular column for an American publication. And I love doing it. There's no editorial guidelines, so I can write what I like, of course, within reason. So my approach to horoscope writing, of course, depending on what the project is to give a little bit of a cryptic storytelling. I find Venus is moving into your sixth house type stuff. It's a little bit passe, and I think a lot of people are hungry for something that's a little bit more inspiring. I'm not saying that my work's inspiring, but that's what I attempt to do for people anyway. And one of my early, not, oh, he wasn't a mentor, but an early inspiration prior to me learning astrology was Jonathan Cainer. And I did love his writing. I mean, he's since passed because it did have a bit of a cryptic message. You had to kind of decipher the meanings of it. And so it was food for thought. And that's what I try and deliver with my horoscopes the majority of the time. So I'm going to attempt, as I said, to bring this as a weekly installment for you. And if you want to, read them, they always go on my website every single week. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. It's going to be a little bit like horoscope story time. And if you do want to learn more about horoscope writing, or you do write some horoscopes and sometimes you get a little bit stuck. I do have a horoscope writing webinar, which is over 2 hours long, and I basically divulge all my secrets, not only in writing horoscopes, but how to sort of sell or promote them, or how to deal with contractual stuff with different publications and editors and the like. So if you would like to learn about writing horoscopes, I'll put the link to that webinar in the description box below. So these horoscopes, there's a bit of a weekly introduction where I just kind of speak to the theme of the horoscope for the week, and then I go through the 12 signs. So grab yourself a cup of tea or a little shot of whiskey by the fire if that's what your time zone is at the moment. And I do hope you enjoy this. It's going to be a little bit different for sure. And as always, I love to hear your thoughts and comments below. So here we go. It's like story time with Cass. So this is from the 29th of April to the 5th of May. April storms were turbulent, explosions, people losing their heads, temper tantrums. Life has really been feeling like it's straddling the boundary between chaos and order. Chaos can make you feel like you have a purpose, expending rage for rage's sake. Unless you're still wearing nappies, petulant behavior is rarely a good look. For a brief period, the storm cell shifts direction. The gentle spring or autumnal sun, depending on your location, fuses with the fixed. Stability, gentleness, a certain kind of stability or serenity is available. Do you choose the storm or do you choose the cow? Peaceful, gentle, fecund energy is now on offer. Choose it. While the storm has shifted direction, it will circle back again. You see, April's astrology was a microcosm of what 2025 and beyond looks like. Clutch your pearls at the thought, but hey, I'm just the messenger here. As you frolic in the fields, chewing your cud, turn your face towards the sunshine. Observe the flowers, the green pastures, the gentle breeze that cools your back. Run your fingers through the grass, just like Maximus Decimus Meridius did in The Gladiator. Do enjoy this moment of serenity, but do not grow complacent. The mighty warrior knows that the storm cell on the horizon isn't always as far away as it appears. So, Aries, you'll gain some energy and mojo back after what was a long and arduous month. Before that happens, though, begin your week slowly. Dream up your most desired outcomes. Get a little bit romantic or ridiculous about your life. Your energy will only be wasted fighting battles for battle's sake. Also, some helpful stars may bring a financial boost too. Allow for a little bit of indulgence if you need to cool down some anger. Taurus, it's so good to be you right now. Your stars are truly rising. That said, though, there are some battles within your mind or from the past that still get you fired up. Open that Pandora's box. Give it a little bit of oxygen, but don't dwell there. Let that be fuel for you to make the moves that have meaning. You have so many good fights to fight. Rest when required, but do be prepared for the next round of battle. Gemini, so few people have read The Art of War, and it shows. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. You're figuring out how to handle a situation among friends, groups, or communities that has been quite the storm. A combination of strategy and tactics are required. Advance when you can, retreat when you must. Diplomacy won't be a winning formula for you now. Cancer, just when you think it's safe to come out of your shell, you can continue to stay within it. That's your choice, but you're required now to be brave. This isn't to say that you're not fearful, worried, or uncertain. No warrior goes into battle without the smell of fear in his blood, but running into the fray he must. This week is a professional or life direction battle you must fight. First, though, you need to figure out which are worth the scars and which are not. Leo, what is a throne without a king? It's just a chair. For a while now, the stars have been inviting you to take your rightful place. Well, have you? If you haven't, sorry to say, time is running out. You see, when you choose to put that crown on your head, wannabe usurpers and naysayers are part of the deal. It's unavoidable. Nobody likes a weak king or queen. Make a professional choice this week. Just know that the outcome has no guarantees. That's what makes it exciting. Life is meant to be lived beyond the spreadsheet. That said, this is Virgo, sorry. Life is meant to be lived beyond the spreadsheet. That said, sometimes you do need to know your numbers. That was April's story. Now it's time for you to live a little bit. Dive into the mysteries, magic, and meaning of life. What's the point of knowing the value of everything if you know the purpose of nothing? For the next little while, you need to straddle both realities. Just remember, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Libra. Many people saw your stars and predicted your demise. Oh, how wrong they were. You see, you hold your rightful position for Saturn, the ruler of order. Where there is chaos, you eradicate it. When someone encroaches upon your territory, you secure your boundaries. So few people realize how strong you are. They're about to find out. You can play nice when required, but that's a part of your strategy. If you need to cut someone down to size, this is the week to do it. Scorpio, operating in the shadows is what you do best. That can sound intriguing, but more often than not, it just means you're as busy as hell. Sometimes with little to no effort sometimes with little to show for your effort and toil. The next several weeks will set a punishing pace. Are you working for work's sake, or are you working for something more? You see, there is a difference between activity and achievement. Start emerging from the shadows, or else you may end up getting stuck there. Sagittarius, it's been a long road and it's not been particularly smooth. I know you're over it, but you do have a little way longer to go. That said, the road will start to get smoother. Maybe you just get stronger. It's hard to say. Nonetheless, the sky does invite you to start having more fun. If you don't, the road will get rocky again. Sometimes you've got to spice things up a little bit in order to make the mundane bearable. It's difficult to not, Capricorn, sorry, just jumping into them here. Capricorn, it's difficult to not have your nose to the grindstone, Partially that's because you're just like that, and partially because the current climate is necessitating it. It's a catch-22. There is so much movement in your home zone right now, and it will continue to be frantically busy for a while yet. That said, what you do now will reap rewards in the not too distant future. Also, be sure to have a little fun along the way. Even the most serious goats were cute baby kids once. Aquarius, at first glance, the sky is offering you endless opportunity for self-development and personal growth. Don't get me wrong, self-awareness is what you're actually looking for. To go too much beyond that, it almost becomes narcissistic. Bored, need a change, stuck in a loop, feeling ordinary. Consider not yourself, but others. The more you give, the more you receive. It's not what your family can do for you, but what you can do for your family or those you consider to be. And Pisces, money could be burning a hole in your pocket in the coming weeks. Maybe an impulsive move here or there sounds like a good idea, but you really do need to be thinking long term. Sometimes expenses come up that you didn't expect. Whatever is going on for you money-wise will continue unless you adopt a different strategy. Reflect on April. What would or could you do differently moving forward? If need be, seek wise counsel or advice. You don't have to solve these issues alone. So I hope you found that a little bit helpful to start the week. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. As I said, there is a horoscope writing webinar you can take that's available for instant download. I also have a Jupiter and Gemini webinar coming up in a couple of weeks. And of course, my contemporary astrology program starts on June 6th. And if you'd love more insights about the astrology as it happens, the Golden Circle membership is the place to be. So in the next day or so, all of that material for May will be released for members. So if you want to get into the Golden Circle, I'll pop a link there and you can see what that's all about. All right, until next time, I hope you have a really great week.